What's up everybody? Welcome back to another video. I'm Corey with Freaky Tall Reviews, where we do short reviews for tall people. A new big and tall clothing company I just came across sent me some samples to review, and they're called Longjohn Sons. So let's check them out. So I'm always excited to come across a new big and tall clothing company. There's not a lot of companies on this planet that are completely focused on big and tall products. So anytime I come across a new one, I'm like, let's take a look. So Longjohn Sons is kind of a newer company onto the big and tall scene. I haven't really heard much about them, but I have seen a couple people mention them in social media. So I decided to check them out for myself and reach out. They were very friendly and were happy to send me a couple of shirts for me to review. And so today we're gonna be looking at two different items. Their clothing fits kind of that huskier big and tall person like myself. I stand 6'10" and I'm 350 pounds, so I definitely understand the both big and tall worlds. Their clothing options are made mainly for men, and their sizes fit men from 6'2" up to 7'2". From what I've noticed from the website, they seem to have a more rugged, kind of subdued type of clothing brand. I like that kind of woodsy feel to it, and so it really appeals with what I like to wear. Their sizing is similar to how I've seen other companies do it, and I'm really excited to see this continued trend of extra tall clothing, because Longjohn Sons has small tall, medium tall, all the way up to 2XLT, but then they also have 2XL extra tall, and that's where as you start to get up into that higher 6-foot range, up into the 7-foot area, that extra length really helps. So let's dive into the clothing so you can see it for yourself. So first up, we have the acid washed knit sweater. This sweater retails for $59, so today I'm gonna be curious on not only how it fits, I also want to know if it's worth the price tag. So let's see how the quality of the material is and dig into this thing. Okay. So right off the bat, this material feels really good. This is like thick sweater material, and it feels like it'll really keep you warm. I really like the design and the look of it. You can see from the shoulder and neck area that it's got a unique looking collar that I really like the look of. I love their tag. It has that kind of rustic look to it. And the bottom of the sweater looks really good as well, and it has that kind of stretchy material that hugs the body really well. I like the faded look of the material. It's obviously not worn in at all because it's brand new. It just has that nice kind of like patina feel that you get to it. Like when you have leather that's finally worn in, that's kind of what this reminds me of, and I guess that's why it's called the acid wash, right? But the fit on this thing is tremendous. The sleeve length is fantastic. I mean, it goes well past my wrists, so I can move my arms around, and I'm not gonna have any trouble with it sliding back too far. It's also super long. It goes well below my waistline, and it almost seems too big. Even though it's meant for someone my size. That might allow for like a little bit of shrinkage in the wash, but then you'll also notice that it fits my huskier frame. Again, I'm 350 pounds, and this really does a great job of fitting me just right. I'm really happy with the way this came out. Definitely a great start to Longjohn Sons. They don't have a ton of options on the website, but this is a very solid one. Already, I would recommend this sweater. I really like it. It's pretty nice. Next up, we have the men's 2-pocket twill shirt. Again, you'll see the sizing on this, the 2XL extra tall. On this shirt, same thing as the sweater. We're gonna make sure that it's worth the price tag, and it also comes in at $59. This thing is brand new. As you can see, I'm having to take all the plastic and stuff off. Okay, so this is the black version. They got a couple of different colors. Again, Longjohn Sons color profile seems to be more of that kind of subdued, rustic look. I really like that. And this is a nice black. It's a nice deep black. Hopefully it shows up on camera really well there. Has the nice 2 pockets there. It's got solid buttons. I believe 8 buttons total is what the website said. Pretty good amount of buttons. If you're from any kind of area that is like rodeo territory, you know those shirts that like bull riders wear and stuff like that. This kind of has that feel to it. It's a tougher material. From both of these pieces of clothing, I've gotten the feeling that durability is really what they're targeting, which is important because if you're spending more money to have bigger sized clothing, you want it to last, right? You don't have to keep buying all the time because it's not lasting. I get the sense that this shirt's gonna last a good amount of time. Looking at it here in front of me, it seems super long, which is great. That's what I need, right? And so let's take a look to see how does it actually fit around me? Does it handle my girth? So as you can see from this shirt, it does run a little snug on me. I typically wear a 2XLT. However, I think I'm in a weird spot where I'm right in between 2XLT and 3XLT. And this shirt has the size that would fit me if I wasn't a little bit bigger than I normally was, which I am still blaming on the quarantine weight. it's been a year, so it's time to start working out. So I would recommend, if you're on the huskier side, to maybe order the next size up. This shirt does cap out at 2XLT, which can be kind of tough because I've got like a 52, 53 inch chest, and I carry most of my weight in my midsection. So if you're about my size, this thing may come in a little bit snug for you, but let's hope they have some bigger sizes coming out in the future. However, I could tell that if I dropped a few pounds, it would actually fit quite well because the length is there. The length is perfect. The neck fit is great, which is another important thing. The sleeve length, the overall length is fantastic. It's just a little snug on me, which is not necessarily a bad thing because that's kind of on me. As far as the shirt itself, I would highly recommend it. The sweater obviously has a little bit more give to it, so it's gonna be a little bit more forgiving whenever it comes to wearing it and on your plus size frame. So that's it, my friends. Both products that were sent over by Longjohn Sons I think are fantastic. Their quality is absolutely there. I like their style quite a bit, and I'm looking forward to seeing what are they gonna come out with in the future. I highly recommend either one of these shirts or anything on their website because it all actually looks pretty good. So if you are interested, check out the links in the description below. They are affiliate links, so they do help financially support the channel. However, it does not increase the cost for you. It just helps me out. That way I can continue to grow the channel and bring more products to you to review. If there's other products that you're curious about me reviewing, be sure to leave a comment below and I'll check them out for you. They don't have to be just for big and tall people. They can be a normal product that you're curious if they'll work for big and tall people, and I'll check it out for you. If you're interested in following me outside of the channel, I do have an Instagram If you're interested in following me outside of the channel, I do have an Instagram where I release previews of each week's video. If you haven't already, be sure to take the time to subscribe to the channel, click the like button, and also click the little notification bell. That way you see when I come out with a new video each week. As always, it's a pleasure having you here, and I can't wait to see you next week. Again, I'm Corey with Freaky Tall Reviews. We'll see you next time.